What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror film review. Today we're going to talk about the film Ghost Ship. It was released October 25th, 2002, and is directed by Steve Beck, who did films like 13 Ghosts, the 2001 remake. He also did Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, Bells Are Ringing, and Nissan Pigeons. It's at a box office of $68.3 million, so it made a decent amount, but due to like the perception and stuff like that, they didn't go any further with it. So, Ghost Ship. This is actually very reminiscent of an 80s film called Death Ship. But so the story of this film is basically there's a young guy who uncovers a mysterious ship in the middle of the ocean. So he goes to a salvage crew, a ragtag salvage crew that saves like old ships and tries to strip them for parts and stuff to come and help them get the boat floating again, and so they could salvage it. So they at first are a little skeptical of it, but then they eventually sign on and they go. When they get there, they realize the ship is actually, they're surprised that it's floating, and but soon soon they start realizing there's more to it than just an old abandoned ship. It's more of a haunted ship with a very mysterious past. And as dark things start happening to the crew, the true light of what actually happened on the ship is uncovered. So this is a good like horror mystery type of film, and it's done in a unique way. Overall, the cinematography is really good in this. It has a good dark foreboding atmosphere, and everything is staged pretty well. Yeah, the cinematography. Yeah, I just said that. It looks really good. The music's actually really good too. There's some more of the old early 2000s like metal in there too, which is stuff I like. So I was really pleased with it. It kind of like doesn't suit some of the stuff. Like they're listening to Mudvayne while they're going sailing out to the boat for some reason. But yeah, that was the thing back then though. This just came out in like the I Still Know What You Did Last Summer Scream era type of horror. So yeah, it was common back then. This is also the dawn of new metal when it came out, so not surprised there that they would incorporate it, because like Linkin Park and Deftones and all that were taking over the airwaves. So yeah, the music is pretty decent. Some people might like it, some people might not. Yeah, the special effects in there too are really good and really well done, and yeah, the characters are actually fleshed out fair enough. Some of them are a little annoying and stuff like that, and then once they show what the true nature is of what this guy who found the ship is actually doing, it gets to be a little tongue-in-cheek cheesy. um, but most of the characters there are the ones that you like and the ones you won't like. They're very obvious in this, and yeah, it's a good little mystery horror thriller. Yeah, it's like Clue a bit, but not quite. And yeah, also, but when they stage like the scares and stuff like that, it is super lit and highly predictable. So if you're coming here for a scary time, it's probably not going to be for you. And yeah, the story is pretty standard. It's basically a haunted house story put in onto a boat. It doesn't Some scenes work better than others. There's a little bit of gore in there that looks pretty cool, and there's some pretty cool action scenes and well staged action scenes to it. They definitely had a good mindset of making this and making it something different and unique, which is one thing I admire about this film. It's just it needed more time. It seemed like it was kind of rushed or something like that. And if they spent a little more time tweaking the story and maybe making it a little more spooky, I think it would have been even better. But for what it is, Ghost Ship is a good little popcorn flick for. It's good for like the not so experienced horror fans and the ones that have seen it all. It has a little bit of different stuff, which can be a little bit refreshing. So I'm going to give Ghost Ship a 3 out of 5. It was still an amusing movie. It's by no means perfect or anything, but it's good to spice up your viewing schedule, I guess. And yeah, just an interesting little film to that stands out a bit because of all the regular crap that's out. So yeah, if you want to check it out, it is on Tubi. I'll link it down below so you can watch it for free down there. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram. That's where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future. All my stories, you put the film title in there and some history thing in there as well. My Letterbox down below, Derek P reviews. That's where I post my first starting or after watching the films. And my Twitter down below, _Derek. So follow me on those platforms. Stay in with this channel. Like this video, share it to more people. Wherever, comment your opinions of the film down below. If you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Hope find something weird, obscure, and odd they probably never thought of. And also see my films and popular films that come out, classic films and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because we're gonna do the third Quiet Place movie, the new one that just came out, Quiet Place Day 1 in the next review. So make sure you tune in for that. Watch out for all those abandoned ships plagued by ghosts, and I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers.